Hello friends, welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Anna, and by the title of the video you know that we're making Thanksgiving stuffing, and this is the best stuffing in my opinion. I am not a huge fan of stuffing. I actually started playing around with stuffing recipes this year because I've never really had stuffing before. It is not appealing to me until now because this recipe is so good. Definitely I wouldn't really eat stuffing that has been cooked inside a turkey. That is not my cup of tea. I cannot do that. If you see me doing that, please call 911 because there's something wrong with me. It is just, it's okay if you love stuffing that has been cooked inside a turkey. It is not my thing. I can't just bring myself to eat it. I'm sure it's delicious to some people. It's not to me. I'm making stuffing that you serve on the side. I mean, you can definitely use it to stuff your turkey if that's what you like, or stuff that's what you want to do. Go ahead and do it. Your kitchen, your rules, but this is just how I like to make my stuffing. So let me show you the ingredients so we can go ahead and get started. You are going to need some ground Italian sausage. If you cannot find it already ground like this, just buy the regular Italian sausage, remove the casing, there you go. You have ground Italian sausage. You're going to need some chicken stock, some celery, butter, onion, garlic, egg, parsley, sage, and rosemary, and you're also going to need your bread. Now, I'm only doing half the recipe because I'm only going to be serving half the people the recipe calls for, so I'm doing half. This is day-old Italian bread. You can use really any bread, sourdough, any bread you want to use for your stuffing. If it's not a day-old bread, because you can see it's kind of hardy already and it's kind of stale, you want to pop it in the oven at 400 degrees for about 10 minutes just to get it nice and more, just to dry it out a little bit more so it really absorbs everything nicely. But that's pretty much the only tip that I have for the bread. I'm not gonna do it with this bread because, like I said, this is like a 2-day-old bread, so it's already stale enough for me. I have a medium skillet, and to this, let me turn it on to medium high, and I need, here we go. We are going to add our Italian sausage. I'm using mild, you can use sweet, hot sausage, whatever you really prefer. This is just what I like to use. And to me, I really can't eat stuffing without sausage. As I was testing recipes, tested it with the sausage, without the sausage, a million different ways. I added sage, 2 other ones I didn't add sage. I really played around, and this is the winner. This is the one that I was like, okay, this is a stuffing that I can definitely eat. It's delicious. Everyone agreed. So that is the recipe I'm sharing with you today. And trust me, if you don't like stuffing, I recommend you try it because it's tested, it's true, it's delicious. That's all I can say. So let's get the sausage cooking. Meanwhile, I'm going to finish mincing my garlic, and I'm going to chop all of my beautiful herbs, and I'll be right back. The sausage looks great. As you can see, it's nicely cooked and brown and has tiny little nibbly bits. Are gonna be delicious. I'm going to add them into the same plate. Doesn't matter if it's not clean because this is gonna go back into the skillet either way. I just want to cook the onion and the celery and all the herbs. Even though the sausage didn't render much fat, it's still going to provide beautiful flavor. I'm going to add some butter into the skillet. To this, I'm going to add my diced celery and my onion. I'm going to season it with a tiny bit of salt, and I'm going to let this cook just for about 4 to 5 minutes until the onions are nice and tender. Then we add the garlic and the rest of the spices. Once your onion and celery look something like this, you're going to add in your garlic and all of your herbs, that being the parsley, sage, and rosemary. And as soon as the herbs hit the pan, everything just smells absolutely incredible. I'm going to add the sausage back into the skillet. Now this is going to cook for about 2 minutes. I just want all the flavors to really blend and infuse each other. we are ready to assemble our stuffing. I have my oval baking dish here. I have a large bowl. You're gonna need a large enough bowl to combine everything together. I also have my bread, which I cut into small little pieces. As you can see, you can cut them as big or as small as you like. We have the egg, chicken stock, and our stuff and our sausage and onion, celery mixture ready to go. I did let this cool for about 10 minutes because since we are working with eggs, we don't want the hot sausage mixture to cook the eggs. So all I'm gonna do is add the egg to the bowl and we are going to whisk it. You also want to preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's ready by the time you are ready to bake your stuffing. So this is good enough. Just whisk it until very well combined. You're going to add your sausage, celery, shallot mixed, onion mixture, not shallot. And this is, oh my God. You guys have to make this stuffing to really know how delicious this is. So we have that in. We're gonna mix it and we are going to add our bread. Now you are going to simply mix the whole thing with your chicken stock. And I do like to add a little bit of salt right at the end to make sure everything's nicely seasoned. Okay, very good. You want something that looks kind of like this. And now into our baking dish it goes. I usually use a smaller baking dish than this, but I'm using it for something else. So this will have to do. And I like to say that I like more of a crispier stuffing. Like I love the crispy bits. I don't like the very mushy ones. We make sure that everything is nice and even. The stuffing is gonna go into our preheated oven, remember 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 45 minutes until it's golden and brown and delicious all over the top. My stuffing is done. It looks absolutely scrumptious. I did let it rest for about 10 minutes just because it was piping hot. And now I'm just going to add a little bit more parsley all over the top. It makes it look so fresh and beautiful. And we are ready to serve it. I personally like the really crunchy and crispy little bits, so I like the sides. Now we give this a try. Put some bread, some sausage. I was so against on trying stuffing for so many years because it did not look good to me, but this recipe will change your mind. If you don't like stuffing, it is just the best stuffing recipe you will ever try. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Remember, written recipe on my website, anitasdeliciousrecipes.com. I hope you enjoy it and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.